Joe, I'll go back to you. Okay, as you're watching this, again, this is exclusive video we obtained of what this traffic stop is. We'll try to break it down in real time. What are you seeing right now?
Well, what I did see for a moment there looked like a white van. And perhaps that's something that vehicle right there, if that's the vehicle that they have stopped. And that would tie into this because remember, there was reports of a white van at the beginning of this. So you want to, maybe that's one of the leads they have to go down. What I wanted to say was you had a perfect guest on and you have a great guest on right now that can compare this to another great case that was worked, which was the Lacey Peterson case. And as Mr. Garagos knows, and as John knows, that there were people that were saying, oh, well, what about this direction? And the detectives had to go in that direction and just say that, no, it wasn't this because we ran that lead down as well. And that's what has to be done in a case like this. You just can't take for granted that these leads aren't tied in. But even if they aren't, it was reported. There was some credibility to get the warrant. You have to say why something did or did not fit into the criteria.
So, Mark, here's my concern, okay? The lawyer in me, here's my concern. They're talking about collecting evidence. We may be seeing progress here. But you had a crime scene that was closed and then opened and then closed. And our very own reporter was there and was able to see the blood stains, walk right by it. You have an issue of gloves that were found seemingly baking in the heat for quite some time before they were recovered. DNA that was apparently found in the house. When I mentioned with Brian earlier, I mean, I thought the initial reports were they found no forensic material in the house and there was no DNA in the house tying back to a suspect. So even if they were to make an arrest, is this a problematic prosecution? And I know you're not part of the case, but you see my concerns, right?
I do. And I don't think it's a coincidence that yesterday, I don't know, Jesse, if you were reporting on it, I assume you were, or Brian must have, that there was what looked to be an evidence tent that was constructed at the house.
Yes.
My suspicion was yesterday that they were trying to create, based on the timing at the time of night, they were trying to recreate a scenario, if you will, that had the same ambient light of the time when that video was taken. And why would they do that? They would do that for a number of reasons. Number one, they want to try to isolate the actual colors of the clothing, of the various pieces of evidence that they can spy through the video camera that they were able to retrieve. And I also, and this is speculation, but I think it makes some sense, if you take a look at that video of the Ring camera or Nest camera, you were looking at, there was a pretty good video shot of the eyes behind the mask.
Yep.
Now, I suspect they've got iris biometrics, and I think somebody was trying to recreate the ambient light so that they could then tune up the video so that it would recreate what it would look like in order to see if they could do some kind of iris biometrics to identify somebody, like when you go to the airport for clear, if you're in DOD and you've got something like that, or even sometimes in some locations, the DMV. Now, fast forward a day later, basically, we've heard about this white van, and to the detective's credit, he remembers the brown van during the Peterson case, but that became a plethora of tips that you have to follow up on. So if they had the tips, they then found something yesterday during this kind of forensic experiment or recreation that they were doing. It doesn't surprise me that today they're following up on that and at least doing another search to see if what they've discovered so far pans out.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.